Good morning, Lieutenant J.G. Pliskin. Did you sleep well?
Yeah, thank you. I'm good. Feeling much better.
So that was an unfortunately unused codec that would have played probably around leaving this strut. Let's activate the node. Yep, everything looks good. Hey, so let's talk about what happened last time. Do you remember what happened last time? Well, we went down a hallway, and we got a big cutscene here. Before that, we came up an elevator, and we went across the AB connecting bridge, which tutorialized us. Oh, what's that beeping? I'm sure that won't be a plot point. Anyway, what do you think's gonna happen next, huh? What do you think's gonna happen when we leave this room? Do you think we're gonna have some cool gameplay? Do you think we're gonna have like a whole bunch of crazy events going on? Well, it's another big cutscene. Remember when I said this game has some pacing issues? But at least we got some cool jazz music this time. We've got a new character here with a big, cool gun.
What the hell is that?
It's a woman, Raiden. Have you never seen a woman? You have a girlfriend.
Come, put me out of my misery.
I think.
This is impossible. Nothing will hit her.
Is she the one they call Fortune?
I love how dweeby these guys sound. I'm pretty sure that was Christopher Randolph. Hey, look, Vamp, already back.
Queen.
Well, we did see him murder a bunch of dudes, but at least he respects women.
Don't let them take the president!
Oh no!
Ready grenades.
Oh, get ready for a line read.
A dud.
Oh, I love that. Oh, I love how he says it. They don't make these Navy SEALs look too competent. They all sound like dweebs, and they just
Today is another bad day.
completely firing ineffectually at this woman. Yeah, check it out though. Remember the railgun that Rex had? Well, now she's got a smaller railgun that's still pretty huge. Oh no, hold on, buddy. Oh. I will say, even though the game does have pacing issues, at least the introduction of Vamp and Fortune,
I'm so sorry, my
they're pretty cool
beauties.
cutscenes.
I'll see you again someday.
This game's a little frustrating to me because of that. Because you like the cutscenes, for the most part. There's cool stuff happening, but, I still haven't really gotten to Raiden about the Big Shell. And of course, immediately he's got to talk to the Colonel on his codec.
Colonel, SEAL Team 10's Bravo team was wiped out.
I see.
What happened to the cargo choppers?
Just
Both of them are at
immediately.
the bottom of the harbor. Looks like your new hosts have a Harrier too.
A Harrier? What is this?
Calm down. It just means they anticipated the attack.
What?
Besides, since the SEALs drew their fire, your infiltration went off without a hitch.
Oh, well, that's
On
nice, I
top of that,
suppose.
we know their defensive capabilities.
Are you saying this was all a feint?
Raiden, get a hold of yourself. The entire mission is in your hands now. Do you understand?
But
There's no time for questions. They could decide to retaliate for that failed assault.
you mean the hostages?
They could be in danger, yes. But we need to consider the possibility that they'll
Exactly.
blow the whole shell. If that toxic spell does take place, it'll devastate
Right,
not
that's a
only the
big
harbor,
plot
but
point.
poison the coastline for generations.
The big shell can't be compromised,
Right.
because if it
We've
does,
had
it'll
to
be a big
adjust
environmental
mission
disaster.
objectives.
That's not good.
The priority is now on removing those C4s that the terrorists wired over the big shell. The president can wait, but this can't.
Colonel, you know I'm no bomb disposal expert.
That's not a problem. The Bravo team brought an explosives pro in with them. He was supposed to stand by on Strut C according to their mission plan. You should find him there.
Is this according to simulation too?
What are you talking about? Get to Strut C and find him.
Understood. But I need to ask you something before I go.
Make it quick.
Who are they? Dead Cell, I mean.
Well, they're the
They
group of
couldn't
freak
get
show
her no matter
bosses.
how hard they tried. And that vampire too. It's like being in a nightmare you can't wake up from.
You know, it is
Jack,
like playing
snap out of
MGS2, right? And you're
you,
correct.
Rose, I can't believe you're on this mission. I keep thinking I'll wake up.
Raiden, this is real. And that's why you won't wake up.
But nothing seems real.
I've made up my mind to stay with you. Whether this is real or a bad dream, I'll keep watching you till it's over.
Thank you, Rose. And I won't let you be just a dream.
Are you two done? Raiden, you're leaving
Yeah,
on
my
Strut
sentiments
C.
exactly, Colonel. So I will say that even though this game's a little weird, Raiden does pretty quickly start questioning things that are happening. You know, he finds a lot of this pretty odd. But, you know, like I said, we came up an elevator, we went to the Strut A pump room, we got a big cutscene on the AB connecting bridge, then we got a cutscene in Strut B. That was all of Strut B, that one room, by the way. Now we're at the BC connecting bridge. We got a cutscene, and now the one path is blown up, so just it's a straight path to the Strut C dining hall. What do you think's gonna happen here, huh? What do you think's gonna happen? Take a guess. Take a freaking guess. Take a freaking gander. Well, first, we're gonna go, hey, looking pretty good. So remember, I mentioned this game has the ability to shimmy side to side and stand on your toes. That's something that was not in MGS1. What does that look like in the mirror? Well, oh. Your character model just kind of slides along. How about when you stand on your toes? Raiden? You good down there, buddy? Yeah, it's a little weird. We got some toilets, though. And more importantly, we got babes. Grab those bullets. At least the bamboo is back from the tanker. That's something we can rely on. I do like the Strut C dining hall because, again, it's very pedestrian, very homey. Well, here's the women's room. Well, no one has to know we came in here. And Tasman, don't normally find that in the women's room, I don't think. M9 ammo, but we don't have the M9 yet, but what we do have is another mirror. And hey, what's that up there? Well, I'm sure that's not going to be a plot point. Right, whole lot to do here, whole lot to do. Oh, can't get in there, so let's... Oh. Oh, is it another cutscene? Is it another lengthy cutscene? It is! It's Metal Gear Solid 2, a gracefully aged game with no problems whatsoever. I say because it has narrative themes.
You a cop?
I'm not NYPD. I came in with the Bravo team. Who are you with? And what happened to SEAL Team 10?
They're all dead.
Why do you
All of
say
them.
that so smug? He said it like he killed them. They're all dead.
Did I tell you you could move?
It's all right. He's not one of the bad
Hey, it's
guys.
Pliskin though. He's
Don't
cool.
go pointing that thing everywhere, kid. What's your name?
My name is Peter. Peter Stillman.
I'm lecturer at Nav Scolio at Indian Head. Also a consultant for the NYPD bomb squad.
A poor old man who got dragged along.
Look, it's Greg Eagles again.
I thought you'd retired.
He voiced
I did. Can't
the
keep up
DARPA
with
chief
everybody,
from the
as you can
first
see.
game, as well as Gray Fox.
A famous church got wiped off the map thanks to me, with too many lives inside. All I lost was this leg.
So you're the bomb disposal guy.
Kid, this is the bomb disposal guy.
Yes, that's what I
Open
said.
any explosives disposal textbook and you'll see his name.
Just ancient history now.
One thing I do like is how
Why did they
sassy
bring you out of
everyone is with each
retirement
other in
then?
this.
Because the terrorist group here includes one of my students, the Emperor of Explosives, Fat Man. He built an atomic bomb when he was only 10. I created him in a sense.
And that's why you're here.
I'm pretty rusty. I was supposed to supervise the bomb disposal. Looks like it was taken care of before I had.
So
my
he's going to be
turn.
telling us
No, I
about
wouldn't say
Fat
that.
Man, and I do like that the game introduces us to Dead
There are
Cell.
at least 2 people here who can claim to be experts at bomb
But
disposal.
it's a little inelegant.
two
I
with
think
SEAL
inelegant
teams,
is how
eh?
I
I
would
don't see
phrase a
what the
lot
mission
of
be.
this game's
Oh,
again,
we're with another squad.
pacing
My name is Pliskin,
issues.
Lieutenant Junior Grade. Honored to meet you, sir.
Mr. Pliskin, do you have any experience with explosives disposal?
Don't worry about me. And he looks young, but he can do it. But we need more manpower.
I'm,
What's your name?
Raiden.
That's an odd name.
Any other survivors?
There was also an engineer with me.
An engineer?
A skinny guy. He went in with us.
Where is he?
I haven't seen him since that skirmish.
Was he killed?
I don't think so. I didn't find his body.
I see.
They told me he was a security systems architect for the big shell.
He's
Why
awfully
would they take a
blurry.
civilian along?
Everything in this structure
Oh,
is
but
computer
wait a
controlled.
minute.
He was supposed to get us past all the security measures.
I never heard
Looks a
anything
little
about that.
familiar.
He had official orders with him.
Adjusting his glasses like that?
We'll leave that for later. Right now, we need to figure out how to deal with all the bombs.
But there's no one left from the SEAL's EOD squad.
Yup. So we have to do it ourselves.
But I've never defused a bomb before. Hold on.
Oh, hey, look!
Off to confer with the CEO.
It's a codec call in the middle of a cutscene this time. Look, they're switching things up.
Glad to hear Stillman is safe. Assist him in any way possible to clear the C4 from the structure.
Hey, I do like
Colonel,
this game,
you know
just
I've
so
never
you
been
know.
trained in bomb disposal.
It's just
It's
think
all
about
right.
where we
The man
were
you're working with
in
is the best in the
MGS1
field.
around this point.
All
You
you
know,
have
we
to
had
do is
already
follow his
fought
directions.
Ocelot.
You will, of course, keep your
We had gotten the
identity and mission
Famas at
objectives
this
to
point.
yourself.
Is it true that an
We were
engineer
well on
came
our
up
way
with
to having a
stone?
cool fight with a
wasn't
big
informed of
tank
that.
in the middle of a
It's probably something the
minefield.
SEALs
Remember
decided on
that?
their own.
Remember those good times?
There are more important issues at hand, Raiden. The enemy may retaliate for the failed assault. Get those C4s neutralized now.
Colonel, I'm not qualified for bomb disposal.
Jack, it's me.
Rose?
You can do this. Trust me.
You haven't had bomb disposal training per se in VR, but you're more than capable of handling C4.
This is a little different from using C4.
It's kind of
You're
the
up for
exact
this.
opposite.
You know that.
Like,
How
we
about
have
it,
experience
kid?
exploding the
results in the
C4.
end.
We don't really have experience making the C4 not explode. But luckily, it's not
There's
too
no need to
difficult.
think about this so much.
Oh, hey,
We
Pliskin.
won't actually be dismantling the bomb.
Huh?
That's not for amateurs.
Oh,
What
sorry,
we
I was
tried here
just
instead is a temporary freezing
drawn
measure.
by his rugged,
look
good
at
looks.
this.
Oh. Okay, yeah, that's a big C4. Look, it's an interactive
is a
cutscene,
C4
though. That's
bomb.
different. Ooh, hey, watermelons. Oh, right, C4. Sorry.
It's live. You can see it pulsing.
You can,
spray
and
this
I
some
can
sucker
also
in.
see that you've got a box
Here
of
we
the
go.
orange. Oh my God, what's
The
that?
spray freezes the detonator instantly.
Oh, is that like the,
How long does the
you know, when you
effect
take
last?
the
There's no
canned
way the
air
thing
to
can
clean out your
detonate in this
keyboard and
condition.
you
Even if
hold
you
it
leave it
upside
alone,
down?
it'll stay out of commission for
I've
at
done
least
that
24
before.
hours.
So we
That's
just do
enough
that
time.
with the C4?
If we had the manpower, I'd recommend complete disposal. But this will have to do. The spray can be used from several yards away.
Oh, there's
Check
a
the
node.
floor, ceiling,
Oh, right,
walls,
bombs.
under a table, everywhere.
Under a
Try to
table.
imagine the locations the bomber would choose.
Well, if only
That
I'd
won't be
seen
easy.
big,
We
chunky
don't know a thing
rectangles in
about
2
Fat Man.
prior
Is there
struts
anything
already in
that'll
very
help us
obvious
locate the
places.
bombs?
Here, take this with you.
Oh,
It's what they call an ion mobility spectrometer.
I
It can recognize
sure.
ionized gas emitted by C4s.
The what? In other words,
The
that
what?
little gadget sniffs out C4's scent.
That's right. I've established a link up with your radar network, so any scent detected will be represented visually.
So
Have the
how does
sensor
that work,
activated
by
and
the
keep
way?
your eye on the radar.
We
What if
keep
he's
using
using
our
some other
codec and we keep
odorless
using our
substance?
Soliton radar. Now, we know the codec directly stimulates the
I know
small
Fat
bones of your
Man
ear.
well. I know how into
But
his own aesthetics he is.
They...
Signatures?
We've already seen in this
Every
game, in
bomb
order
he
to
builds, he always
communicate
uses a
over the
trace of the
codec,
clone
keep
he
this in
uses.
mind, that
The system
Raiden
also
has to
picks up that
speak
particular
out
scent
loud.
spectrum.
We even saw Pliskin
Is that
remark,
something he learned
"Oh,
from
the
you?"
kid's wired with
No,
nanomachines."
It was his own quirk. He wouldn't work by
How
any rules except his own.
Does
And
the
he followed it
Soliton
like a
radar
legend.
work? Because
And
we've
common
been
sense
given
wasn't one of his
visual
strong points.
data as well,
I thought I taught him everything I knew.
but we're not
I
told
had
if
no
it
choice
projects
of
it
my
on
own.
our eye or
But I
anything
found
like that.
something in
It's
him.
one of those things
He had the
that's
right
a little
stuff, you know.
odd,
There's something
and it
very
gets
unusual
particularly
about
odd in this
ability
game
like
because
that.
of how they utilize the
Indian
codec.
days,
A lot of it could be
especially.
hand-waved in
I
MGS1,
remember some people
but
called him one
in
of
this
the fat
game,
kids. Maybe that's what started
it's a
all
little
this.
stranger. It's a
I didn't
little...
teach him the
It
most
seems like a pretty
important thing
glaring
to
omission,
tell
and I realize I'm
There are
talking
some things
all
you have to
over
pass on. The trick is
Fat
to
Man's
know which one.
backstory here.
Right. All I taught him was
But
this.
basically,
And
Stillman's
now
trying
I
to
have
tell us is
stop him
that,
from using
oh yeah,
this
Fat Man was
also.
his protege, but Fat Man was kind of crazy, and he probably should have stopped teaching him how to make bombs. But by that point, Fat Man was like obsessed and way too good at making bombs, so you know. And now he's going to tell us how to use this sensor. Are we going to get to play the game though,
It's a
Pete?
visual representation of the C4
Okay,
that
we got
detected
fart
by
gas.
sensor
That's
on
nice.
It's a pretty big area, isn't it?
Don't complain. It's better than nothing.
And Raiden sassing and
Activate the
Pliskin
sensors
sassing him
and search
back.
the area, okay?
There's going to be a lot of that.
Don't forget that you need the radar to use the system.
Okay,
Log into the node at every strut and turn the radar on.
got it.
We have to keep out of the enemy's sight, too.
Because the radar gets knocked offline when we're spotted?
Exactly.
Sassy.
Fat Man would have allotted some C4s here in Strut C as well.
Here?
I know the structure of this facility, and if he wants to take out the plant, where he would target.
Probably like the legs.
You know this for sure?
Of course. I taught him the techniques he uses.
I got to
His ideas
imagine
are based on my
when you're
theories.
on some sort of
Demolition is the
structure
kind of ideology
that's like a
that makes
big
no
chunky
exceptions for time or
thing
place.
suspended with some spindly
Big
little
shell
legs,
consists of two
you
hexagons joined
probably
in on in,
you
north
probably
to
want to
south.
hit the legs.
There should be packets of C4s on each of the
See?
vertices, or the struts in this case.
Yeah,
You need at least that to take a building of this integrity out.
it probably wouldn't be behind a weird
Six on
locker
shell
or like a
one,
mirror
another
or
6 on
something.
shell 2. A total of 12 bombs at least.
Considering the shell's architecture and composition from an engineering standpoint, that's my conclusion, and it's exactly what he would have decided as well.
Hey, get used to this imagery of big orange hexagons with like cranes and storage containers on them as well.
Kid, this place is all yours. I'll take care of shell 2.
And we'll switch to you at some point, right, Pliskin? So we can, as the video game player, explore both struts in a unique. Hey, oh, key card.
What's this?
It's a key card.
Security card.
It's
It
a
should
key
show
card,
up.
Raiden. You bragged about doing the Shadow Moses mission in VR. We just
The
played the
clearance
game.
level is
It had
identified
key
by the number
cards.
printed on these doors. Raiden, your card key can open doors with security clearance level 1. Pliskin, your card can get you into level 3 areas. You'll need it to get next door to shell
So there's
2.
probably something to be said about
How'd you
how
get this?
That engineer I told you about
Pliskin's
gave it to
constantly
me.
outclassing
He
us,
was
getting
supposed to
better
program
gear,
a set of
etc.
all access cards once we were on
But
site.
it's probably got a
Unfortunately,
narrative
cards
point,
don't
but
get
it's
you
hard to
into
know
every
because the
area of
game's
the
not
structure.
really letting us play yet.
You'll
And
have
I
to
know
deal
I
with
keep
the
harping on
security
that point,
lockouts as they
but you
come up.
gotta remember,
Let's get going.
when this game first came out, it was pretty heavily criticized for
You
these
say here.
reasons.
No,
And over
I'm
time,
going.
people's tone
of
softened
us can
because,
handle it. Don't
you
worry.
know, a couple
But
people put on their
you'll
thinking
just slow
caps
us
and they
down
started
with
to
that
understand the
leg of yours.
narrative themes, which is
There's a lot
valid, but
going
it
on
doesn't
here.
change
I
the
don't have
fact
time
that
to
I've been,
babysit anymore.
recording this part
Why don't you
here
just
for
let us handle
about
the
20
grunt work? You can
minutes,
tell us what to do over the radio, like in the original mission plan.
and I haven't really
All
done
right.
much in terms of touching the controller
I'll give
yet.
you instructions from here.
So, you know.
I may also need to prepare a backup plan just in case.
In case of what?
Good luck to both of you. This is a dangerous one.
Who dares wins.
If anything
Okay,
comes
if
up,
you
let
say
me
so.
know. My frequency is 140.25.
Good luck, kid. I'll see you later.
I do like Pliskin quite a bit, though. I do
Semper
like that
Fi.
he's constantly outclassing us and is just way too cool.
That man's no SEAL.
It does
I
help
even
make
think he's a
Raiden
Navy man.
look like more of a rookie. I think that works as a narrative device.
Marine Corps talk.
Oh, but look, he's saying the wrong words?
Normally, team leaders stay in the CP and give orders with those headphones. And as far as I know, SEALs keep their officers away from the field. And
So he's
who
not at a
dares
command
wins is a
post,
model
he's
of the
saying the
British
wrong
Special Air
things.
Service.
He's also so rugged and handsome.
Is he one of the
I
terrorists
recognize that
No,
stubble,
somehow I
but
don't
where
think so.
from?
If there's someone to suspect, I'd put my money on
Well,
you.
what did I do? I'm just a little guy.
then?
I'm just a little guy.
Just
still,
take care
man.
of those bombs for now.
Oh man,
What about you?
I'm
They could be back
talking
in the
all
area
over these
soon.
cutscenes, but I mean, what are you supposed to do? You know?
I'll hide out in this pantry
Okay.
for a while. If I lock the door, it should be all right. Plenty of food in here too, so you don't need to worry about me.
All right, you're just gonna like
I'll
eat
give
a
you
bunch of
instructions
granola
by
bars.
Kodak from here. Good luck, kid.
Okay, bye.
Bomb disposal is a face-off with your own mortality. Don't let the fear get to you. When you give in to the fear, the darkness comes.
All right. So a whole lot of cutscenes to establish, there's bombs. We're on a bomb disposal mission now. What did you think we were going to be doing in this game? Was it sneaking? Was it sneaky, sneaky peeky, hide and seeky? Was it Rudy Tooty point and shooty? Well, I'll tell you what it was. It was going out this door. To the compact disconnecting bridge. Huh? Oh, we don't have Pliskin's... We forgot Pliskin's number. I could have sworn we contacted him. Let's see. Pliskin's Kodak. I believe it's 140... No, it's 141.80. Yes. So, let's call him. See what he has to say about this. No response. Oh. Huh. Alright, well, nothing to do, but, I guess we should shoot it. No, he still has nothing to say to us. How bizarre. Well, I guess we'll just go forward to the next strut. I mean, that was definitely the orange box. Do you hear that, though? Sounds like there's a bit of a surveillance camera. Check it out. Oh, no. Don't check that out. Let's just go to the next strut. The sediment pool. Oh! Well, there's men there. But check this out. This game was made in such a way that I can just kind of do that a couple times. And we can shoot cameras. Yeah. Still in evasion. You know... Let's just hunker down here. At least we're finally playing the game, though. That's nice. That's a bit of a switch. Oh, and look at that. Look at all the fart gas around us. Well, let's do a little hang drop catch. That is what that maneuver is called. And this is a suspicious hatch. Oh! With a little C4 in there for us. So, let's try out the coolant, which is one of the best items in the game. Does quite a few things, one of which is it freezes the bombs, as we've seen.
This is Raiden. Disposal of the C4 in Strut D is complete. Explosives were planted on the maintenance hatch.
That's not like him.
Anything wrong?
Maybe. Pliskin's reported other locations too, and none of them are effective demolition points.
What do you mean?
It means that they wouldn't be the best places to choose if you wanted to destroy this place.
Oh no.
Are you saying they don't plan on blowing the shell up?
It certainly seems that way. So far we haven't seen anything but a waste of good explosives. Unless, of course, we're missing something.
A trap?
He couldn't have overlooked the fact that I would be called into this. There's something going on.
Very interesting. Very strange.